Pandora Radio is one of the nation's leading internet radio providers, and one of their biggest contributions to their customers is the Music Genome Project, a music discovery capability function that uses algorithms to customize user experience. One of Pandora's biggest dilemmas is royalty payments, and in efforts to offset the cost, we introduce Pandora Live, a live experience for paid users to gain exclusive access to live recordings and interviews of select artists. The objective is to use the features to entice non-paid users to subscribe and paid users to upgrade to the new feature, while increasing profit to offset royalty payments. Pandora Media Inc. is one of the leading internet radio providers in digital music, and their single mission is to only play music that customers will love. In order to get a greater understanding of what this company is all about, let's take a look at the inner workings of Pandora. Pandora sells user experience, and one of Pandora's leading functions is its music discovery capability that uses algorithms to customize user experience. Unlike many other internet radio rivals, Pandora runs brief 15-second spot ads. Pandora has created a distinctive competence among its rivals that keeps its customers engaged with its Discover capability function. Pandora is also free to use with the 15-second ads included, which can be sort of interrupting for the customer's enjoyment. Customer feedback has been an important part of Pandora's success, and has also helped craft the Music Genome Project. Pandora stresses the fact that their customer loyalty over the years is what has been paramount in solidifying their place as a top competitor in the music marketplace. Pandora's primary focus is personalization. Pandora's biggest problem concerns royalty payments. Since 2009, the company has struggled to reach deals with record labels and has operated under a federal statutory license in the US that requires it to contribute to copyright holders 25% revenue or a per-song royalty, whichever is greater. Music costs equaled 53% of Pandora's revenue in 2013 and it lost a little over $40 million. Between 2012 and 2013, Pandora paid $600 million to the music industry. Pandora has built an everlasting brand that continues to be in support of loyal consumers. The dilemma that Pandora faces is the cost associated with royalty payments for the music that listeners love. As Pandora grows, the demand grows. This creates more cost for Pandora, which means the company may have to increase ad load, which ultimately affects the consumer. In spite of that, Pandora manages to shake the competitors with growing its users and market share. People love Pandora because it's free and has little advertising. Richard Greenfield stated, "The issue is not the current royalty rate structure, but a flaw in Pandora's business model." As far as Pandora's customers are concerned, the demographic is so broad. Listeners range from 18 to 54 in age. According to polls taken, Pandora Radio was ranked as the largest adult 18 to 49 radio network in the US, according to numbers taken from 2012. Although 2012 saw steady growth, the past couple of years have dwindled. As far as what customers want, they want to find music in a hassle-free sort of setting that fits with their mood, their style. It can be tedious work finding new music, but Pandora is a way of curating your life with music that is just suited for you. There are a number of companies that collaborate with Pandora, and a large amount of them are car companies, BMW, Buick, so forth. With many new cars that are bought, Pandora is available in the car so you can listen on the go. A few other brands that collaborate with Pandora include Nike, Gatorade, and others. Now that we have an understanding of the inner workings of Pandora, let's take a look at some of the outside factors. The SWOT analysis. Our strengths include that we have less advertising than our competitors. Weaknesses, the high cost of royalties. Opportunities is to reach other new audiences. And our threats, market saturation of online radio. Direct competitors for Pandora are Apple's new service, iTunes Radio, Spotify, Songza, all radio stations, and online radio. Music stores such as iTunes, Google Play, and Amazon MP3 are indirect competitors. The business climate for Pandora has a bright outcome, however. High royalty rates weigh heavily on profit margins. The average household debt is down, along with the decrease of unemployment rates, which is promising, and this will allow consumers the ability to spend more. Portable devices such as smartphones and so forth are now the norm, which makes it possible for individuals to stay connected and access information. Internet radio is in a global market, which means that Pandora can expand into every technological advanced country in the world. Pandora's partnership with BMX helps generate revenue from businesses rather than only individuals. This also benefits the copyright holders. The more DMX is sold, then more royalties are paid out. Competition reigns as the biggest threat for Pandora. Each competitor has their own competitive angle they're taking. Pandora provides an experience. Another major threat is the high royalty rates that Pandora must pay. Also, some regulations differ from traditional radio, such as what royalties must be paid. According to financial reports from 2014, Pandora has the largest user base in the market of internet radio, with 75.3 million active users, as well as the largest market share of any digital or terrestrial radio service at 9%. Still, the financials show a net loss. Pandora needs to reach some profit. To reach a point of profit while still maintaining the customer experience, we tap in to Pandora's vast reach in the market and massive user base with smarter advertisement, increasing subscribers, and decreasing unnecessary expenditures. First, we propose that Pandora decrease their own ad and marketing budget from $61.86 million and instead refocus $20 million toward technology development, otherwise known as Pandora Live. Pandora Live will enhance the user experience through exclusive content, live recordings, interviews, all this available only to paid subscribers. We'll also increase the monthly subscription to $7. Our goal is to increase subscribing users by 500,000 within the first year, which would alone result in a revenue increase of $18 million. In addition, we suggest creating exclusivity of our ad spots and increasing the cost to advertise with Pandora Live as opposed to increasing the number of advertisements a user would see. Our ad goal is to increase revenue by 10%, which would make Pandora profitable. The operations of the business as a whole are not going to change drastically due to Pandora Live being implemented. Research and development will be the main area that will be spruced up. With Pandora Live, the company will be approaching a slightly more social media type of platform, and this new platform will allow users to access music videos, rare band footage, but it'll also be an outlet for bands to use to set up live chats with their fans. The strategy for building our brand will be called Pandora Chain, and this chain will stand for a chain with many links. As we partner with different artists and record labels, we'll be adding more and more links to our chain of collaborators and friends. Instead of focusing on massive ad opportunities, we'll be focusing on building bonds with musicians and their labels in order to make this a more intimate sort of experience. Pandora Live will be buying minimal ad space, but the main success of Pandora's marketing will be due to word of mouth. In 2014, Sony, Universal, and Warner Music sued Pandora for playing classic hits that were recorded prior to 1972. The claim stated that the record companies owned royalties under the New York state law. However, it states that songs recorded before 1972 are not protected under any federal copyright laws. With that said, we will only play modern and contemporary hits of this era to ensure that we do not run into any more legal troubles. Our number one priority is to make sure we run a fair and just company. Between 2011 and 2013, Pandora has shown a 210% increase in total revenue and a 140% increase in gross profit, a typically ideal situation. However, in those same 3 years, there was a 2,000% increase in net loss. The proposal for Pandora Live will cost, in theory, $32 million. We say in theory because we'll actually be reallocating funds from the ad budget to Pandora Live. And by decreasing ad budget, we will be left with $35.86 million left to put toward Pandora Live, Pandora Chain, and other tech developments. Our goals of increasing the number of subscribing users by 500,000 in the first year of Pandora Live, increasing subscription costs to $7, and increasing ad revenue would bring a net profit of just over $90 million. We have sought out a strategic plan to implement Pandora Live within the 3-year time frame. While highlighting our major milestones, the most prominent is first year, get approval from board of directors and begin development and design team. Second year, begin building relationships with artists, labels, and key leaders. And third year, we'll be visiting the final review of the website and deploy Pandora Live's official launch. There's also a fourth year included, which is basically just follow-up events and celebrations after the implementation of Pandora Live. Pandora will measure progress by setting benchmarks at the end of each year. Year 1 will complete the development of the business strategy. Year 2, we will evaluate the artists and venues to develop business. Year 3, we will collect media and promote events and live performances. Pandora's strategy will be measured by a step-by-step process, allowing us to cover all aspects of the strategy. And the measurement will be determined by the quality of our content, market exposure, artist and affiliates relationships, and the increase in subscribers and advertisers. Thank you very much.